Hey YouTube! Alright, so it's that time again. It has now officially been 7 weeks since I had the RNY Gastric Bypass surgery. I feel like these last 3 weeks since I got back to work have just flown by, and it's pretty darn crazy if you ask me. We've had a lot of stuff going on. We're remodeling our store, which thank goodness is over tomorrow. We have kind of our grand opening, and then hopefully things will get back to a little bit of, normal at work, and it won't be so insane. So this last week has, it's been a series of up and downs. Let's start with stats, and then I'll kind of go into, details of how it's been. So I am Sam. I am 32 years old. I am 5'3" 3/4. And my highest weight at the doctor's office was 241 when I entered into the bariatric program here in Portland at OHSU. And when I went in on surgery day, I was 225 pounds. And on Tuesday of this week, I am super excited to say that I was 201 pounds. So freaking close to Wonderland, you guys. I can't even describe how excited I am. Last time I lost weight and did the bodybuilding competition, I promised myself at that point, I will never be over 200 pounds again. It will never happen. And then it happened. So, I can say without a doubt, it will never happen again. I will never let myself be over 200 pounds again. So yeah, 1 pound lost in this last week. So I will absolutely freaking take it. Seeing as until yesterday, I had not worked out in an entire week. Aunt Flo was here. I was stressed. I was not making time. I wasn't making it a priority. Excuses. It was completely, my fault. So yesterday morning, I woke up super early. I went and worked out, in my garage. Today I got home, it was, 75 degrees outside, so we took, our son Oliver to the park, and I live in a very hilly area, so, walking up and down the hill, running after a toddler, that was my cardio today. And then tomorrow I plan on waking up super early and getting a workout in before work because I have some family coming into town after work. So I think, 2 things with this last week. One, shit happens. Sometimes you're gonna go an extended period of time without working out. My foot has been bugging me so much, which I finally got some sort of an answer of what's going on. And so that's been hard. Even when I do the Stairmaster, it's still hurting. So I'm trying to sort of flat foot it. I really hate the elliptical. I don't feel like I get anything out of it, even when I turn up the intensity. And so, not doing that. I've pretty much just, for the last, I don't know, however many months it's been bugging me, I've just been dealing with it. So I finally went into my primary care this last week, and I have something called Morton's neuroma, where basically 2 of my foot bones, are kind of squeezing together, and it's squeezing a nerve in between the 2. And, that obviously causes pain, and it causes swelling up into your toes. It's most common between the 3rd and the 4th toe, right where I have it. So my primary care told me that, there's a few options. I can suck it up and deal with it. I can get cortisone shots in my foot, which, no thank you, or I can have surgery to remove it. So I have an appointment with a podiatrist next week, and we'll go from there. Figure it out. I did order some swimsuits, some athletic swimsuits, and some new goggles. I swam in high school and middle school. I was in club swimming. I love swimming. So got that. I'm gonna get back into the pool. That will be my cardio until we can figure out what I'm gonna do about my foot. And she also said, like, if I want to run, like, I'm not going to like damage it further. It's not like a fracture or something where, if you keep running on it or keep pressure on it, it cracks further. It's just going to swell up. And so she's like, if you run or, or you're on your feet all day at work, ice it that night. So yeah, that's kind of just what I've been doing. Like, I walked for 10 minutes as my warm up yesterday. And then obviously I was walking outside today. So I'll just ice it tonight. So, beyond that, food. So I've had some interesting things happen this week. I think I experienced true dumping for the first couple of times. That was not a pleasant experience. The closest thing I can relate it to is when you go eat something and it's a little funky and you have to run into the bathroom and you're in the bathroom for a while, stomach cramps. I felt like hot and sweaty. The flu has been going around at work, and so I honestly thought I had the flu. Nope. Went to bed early, drank a bunch of water, and I was fine. And then it happened again today. I had chicken teriyaki yesterday and salad, and they gave us, this huge amount of chicken. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to get like 4 meals out of this. So I weighed out 3 ounces yesterday and ate a tiny bit of salad. And I was fine. Ate the same thing today, as leftovers. And for whatever reason, it was almost immediate too. Like, immediately after I ate, I started cramping. And then I was like, oh shoot, like, I need to go to the bathroom. And then that happened multiple times of, having to run to the bathroom and not feeling well. And then, an hour and a half later, I was fine. So that was interesting. I don't know what about it was. I don't know if it was the fact that, like, did some bacteria grow and, like, I'm just way more sensitive to it, but I didn't eat a ton of fat. It was chicken breast. I didn't have a ton of sugar, so, it had a little bit of the teriyaki sauce on it, but there wasn't a ton. It was more like charbroiled, and I didn't, put extra or anything on it, and I ate that same sauce on the chicken yesterday, so I don't quite know what happened. I had another instance of clumping. I don't think I can do Wingstop. I think that however they cook, however they fry their wings, I think the skin is just way too tough and I can't chew it enough to run smoothly. So that was miserable. Once again, go to the bathroom, throw up, and then I'm fine. It was not a pleasant experience though. So between those two things, food was so this week. That could have also, played into the weight loss. I felt like I was kind of like scratching at something like new and something that would like not make me sick. So, it's just trial and error. I just have to figure out what works well with my stomach and, what doesn't, and kind of go from there. What else did I try this week? I haven't really tried anything crazy new. Oh, I tried Chipotle. It was delicious. So I did a bowl. I didn't do a salad just because, the lettuce is a little bit large. And I'm not ready to venture into, larger, tougher lettuce. When I had the salad at the teriyaki place, they just use iceberg, which is a little more firm and it's easier to crunch up. romaine or whatever, you know, Chipotle uses. It's a little softer, and I was just a little bit concerned about, you know, being able to chew it thoroughly. So, yeah, I just did a bowl, no rice, no beans. They're grilled veggies, chicken, salsa, sour cream, and cheese. And that sat really well. I ate literally like this much of it, and then, you know, I wasn't going to be at a place where I could put it in the fridge, so I had to throw the rest away. So I saw something on Instagram, and I think I'll do this next time, is order tacos and then just don't eat the tortilla. And that's, you know, 2 tacos is like a portion of, you know, the insides of a bowl that I would be able to eat roughly. So, you know, just really listening to my body. You know, I didn't have a scale that day when I went out, and, oh, sorry guys. It has been a long day. I didn't have a scale, and so, you know, am I hiccuping? Am I burping? How am I feeling? Eating really slow. You know, just taking it easy. I have been drinking coffee this week. So, I think I talked about these protein shakes last week, but forgive me if I did, because I'm going to talk about them again, because they were actually really good. It was the Muscle Milk Espresso. I found them at Target, and at the time, I didn't realize there was caffeine in them when I bought them. It wasn't until I drank the first one that I was actually like looking at it and going to scan it for my FitnessPal, and I noticed that it said with caffeine. So there's 120 milligrams of caffeine in one of those, so the same as a cup of coffee. So I've kind of been alternating between that and then doing just my, you know, espresso shot with my vanilla Premier protein. The Muscle Milk only has 20 grams of protein versus Premier has 30. Whoop-de-doo, you know, just eat a little bit more that day. But both taste really good. I still haven't found sugar-free syrups, so maybe I'll look online a little bit, but I looked at my grocery store and they only had one sugar-free, and I think it was possibly caramel, and I don't like caramel. So, yeah, I'm gonna look on just like Amazon, I'm sure has it. So I've been doing that, and that has, you know, felt really good. It kind of helps me get through the day. And other than that, you know, I have been snacking a little bit more at work. So I'll do, you know, almonds. I've done like a single rice cake. I think that's about it. I think those are the only things that I've really like munched on. And it's generally that time of, you know, you drink a protein shake in the morning, and obviously that goes through us, you know, pretty quickly, but it's not quite lunchtime. Like, I don't want to eat a full meal, but I want something to kind of tie me over for a while. And so then I've been eating almonds, and those, you know, taste really good. They're crunchy, they're salty. That's the thing that I like. You know, I'm a savory type person. I like chips, I like, you know, crackers, that sort of thing. So that kind of gives me that crunchy, salty fix, and then ties me over until lunch. And, you know, almonds have a good amount of protein in them for a nut. So I'm cool with that, and I've, you know, stayed under my fats and carbs and total calories this week. So that feels really good, that, you know, I feel very like in control of my eating. And, you know, there were a couple times where I was out and about and I would see like a Carl's Jr. or, you know, one of my employees went to McDonald's the other day, and I was like, oh, well, what if I just got, you know, one of those like $1 chicken sandwiches and just ate the inside of it? Well, I mean, it's still breaded, it's still fried, and it's still freaking fast food with a whole bunch of shit in it. So, I was proud of myself for not giving in and not doing those things. Not to say I'm never going to eat fast food for the rest of my life, because that's unrealistic to say that. However, I want to push myself, and I don't want to like quote unquote cheat or, you know, push those boundaries for as long as I possibly can. You know, same with like alcohol. I'm a little nervous to even try it. Like I just don't want to go there yet. And so we'll see how long. I mean, I'm not a big drinker, so I'm not too worried about that one. Yeah, so other than that, this week has been, you know, pretty hectic, but pretty mellow at the same time. Chew your food. Chew, 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 chew. I cannot say that enough. Don't talk while you're chewing. I think that's my biggest lesson for this week. Like, I have to stop having a conversation with someone, or if I do, you know, ask a question and then put something in my mouth and listen for the answer. I think what's happening is, you know, you're talking and you're chewing and then they expect a response, and I don't want to be like, so you kind of like push it to the side of your mouth. Well, then you swallow, you know, or you just swallow it like mindlessly. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's stuck and it hurts, and then you go throw up. So, I think that's, you know, a big one that I would say, you know, when your dietitian and your doctor says, like, say the ABCs when you chew, like, say the freaking ABCs when you chew. And, you know, lots of like crock pot meals, things with lots of sauces. I am super excited to kind of be in the final diet stage, which is basically eat everything in moderation. So beef, pork, you know, all of that. I did have pork tonight. So I know I'm, you know, technically 1 week away from raw veggies, beef, pork, all that jazz. But I have had bacon a couple times. And so we had some roast pork tonight. So I ate, you know, I think it was 2 ounces or 2.5 ounces. And then I had some of these little fish balls that my in-laws made. So that seems to be sitting well. I just made sure to really, really chew it because it was a little on the dry side. So I, you know, dipped it in some sauce, but I made sure to really like take my time. I don't have that problem at home. I think I just, when I'm at work, like I'm either like wanting to socialize or I'm trying to hurry because it's been crazy. So yeah, I think that's about it this week, guys. You know, 1 pound loss, I will take it. I'm excited for that. Next week, I'm going to take measurements because it will be officially 2 months from surgery, and I'm going to do a giveaway when I enter into Wonderland. I haven't quite decided. Maybe you guys can comment down below of what you would want for a Wonderland, you know, giveaway. I'm thinking like gift card or something. So, you know, I'll be throwing that out there and out onto my Instagram, which is the same title as my YouTube channel. So Sammy Pants Gets Fit. I don't know where Sammy Pants came from, but everyone in high school called me Sammy Pants. I don't know why, but it has just stuck. So yeah, that is my Instagram. So I'll put it on both when I do hit Wonderland, hopefully by next week's check-in. I'm really gonna try and like ramp up the workouts this weekend. You know, it's Easter. We're not doing anything crazy special for it, but yeah, I have some family in town. We're gonna go to the zoo, so I'm definitely gonna get my steps in, get some good cardio that day. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a great week. And yeah, I will talk to you guys when it's officially 2 months post-surgery. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we will talk to you then. Bye-bye now.